Hello, Market Club members everywhere. Jeremy Lutz here with your midday market update for Thursday, the 20th of December. Big news of the day is that the NYSE Euronext, the parent of the New York Stock Exchange, planned to sell itself to the Intercontinental Exchange, an upstart of the lesser-known exchange operator based in Atlanta, or ICE, as many of you know it. With that news, the NYSE's Euronext stock surged 34% today, while the Intercontinental Exchange fell to a low of 123.46. I think that signals that traders think that the proposed deal could be more beneficial to the NYSE Euronext than it is to the potential buyer. However, the merger company still needs approval of the regulators, and kind of rumors swirling around today is not sure if they're going to let that happen or not, but we'll see in the future here. Uncertainty about the approaching financial close is still heavily weighing on the markets today as the deadline approaches. As I'm sure you've heard, there's hasn't really been any kind of advancement in either side's thoughts on what's going to happen, and even the plan B by Senator Boehner's been put out there that they're going to vote on that today. However, in other news, the National Association of Realtors said existing home sales rose 5.9% to an annual rate of 5.04 million in November, from a downwardly revised 4.76 million in October. Most economists had expected a rising home sales to climb about 4.9 million, so they got about a full percentage point more. And with bigger than expected increase, existing home sales rose to their highest level since spiking to 5.44 million in October of 2009. And with that, we'll just take a quick look at what the markets are doing today. And honestly, it's not really a whole lot. We'll just start with the Dow here. Things are kind of quiet on all fronts right now across the board. Really traders are just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with this fiscal cliff. What changes are going to be made, if any. And holidays, right? Christmas is right around the corner, so a lot of traders may be leaving early, trying to get a jump on travel for the weekend. You see Dow Jones at plus 70, still negative long-term, intermediate term. We're in a sidelines position, and short-term traders could have taken this signal on Tuesday to get long at 13,264, currently trading at 13,247. So that may have been a little bit of a losing trade if you got in on the short time frame. But as you can see, volume is dropped way off today, as it's just kind of quiet in the marketplace. Nasdaq still plus 70, much like the Dow, kind of down a little bit today, 0.15%, currently trading 3,040 level. Moving on to S&P 500 is still plus 70, much like the Dow and the Nasdaq, same score, and same kind of actually up just a tick today. All the indices have been kind of in and out of positive range all day, even with the news coming about the home sales really didn't do much to the market. Euro USD still continues to climb, up plus 90. We're long across all time frames, currently trading at 1.323. We've been long short time frames from 1.29, and actually long time frame from 1.27. Gold and silver are really, and even copper today, are really taking big hits. It's this fiscal cliff is just weighing on gold, and I don't quite understand why gold's going down. You would think it would be conversely going the opposite way, but needless to say, it's a negative 85. We'll go with what the chart tells us and what the trade trials tell us. We issued this big monthly trend reversal on 12/18 at 1,672. As I mentioned yesterday, it was sitting right along the 200-day moving average right here, as you can see. Right in this level, right around that 1660 level. And we busted down through that today, currently trading at 1640.73. And as we go, we'll move to the silver chart. You'll notice the same thing. It was actually a little bit farther away from that 200-day moving average yesterday, as you can see right here. And, it was around 31, but we signaled today at $30.64 an ounce to exit if you're in a long position, to go short if you want to get into a short position based on this monthly trade trial, currently trading at 29.66. And I was looking at this chart earlier today, and I kind of saw maybe where the line in the sand or the level of resistance is going to be. So we're going to bump this out to a 2-year time frame, and we'll put our trend line tool on here, and you can see there's a couple points here. There's 1, 2, and we actually got a third one hiding under this weekly here, right about that $26 level. So you can see that, you know, this is definitely a level of resistance, even though it's a more of a longer term, currently trading 29.66. We could potentially see silver actually pull back to that 26 level. You know, maybe just something to watch and see what happens after the first of the year when trading really gets back from the holidays, to see how silver continues to move. But I've kind of found that interesting. So I always like to look at different time frames. You know, open the chart up, look at dailies, weeklies, monthlies, even quarterly charts can be quite helpful. And, you know, definitely more than just, you know, 1 year or a couple of days. You know, open that up a couple of years and see what really the long-term trend is in a particular market that you're looking at. Copper's making a huge move. I think yesterday we were looking at, let's see here, weekly, looking to get down around that was 349 levels, the target that we were looking at for a weekly trigger to hit, and currently at 3.52, so we're getting pretty close. So we'll just write that on the screen here. Target for copper for the weekly to signal an exit and to get short on a short time frame be right around that 349 level right there. Currently trading 352.25. So I have to see if this downward move continues today or not. As you can see, it actually broke again itself through the 200-day moving average as well, moving down to that level. So we'll have to see. This is of course on news that, you know, China's consumption of copper, who happens to be the biggest consumer in the world of copper, you know, production's off there. It's hurting it a little bit. Crude oil, actually, crude oil got pretty close to that target around $90 that we're looking at to trigger a green weekly to enter a short position or enter a long position on a short time frame. But it's kind of pulled back off those recent highs from yesterday a little bit. Currently trading at -55. We're still intermediate long term. We're still negative or in short position in this market. Short time frame, we're on a sidelines position at 87.32. It's currently trading 89.94. I thought we'd wrap it up. You know, we get a lot of questions about natural gas and around here, and I just thought we'd take a quick look at it. It's currently a plus 55 right here. Long term, we're still long this market from $3.63. Intermediate term, we're in a sidelines position, and short term, we're in a sidelines position based on this exit right here at $3.42. Currently up today a little bit. It's trading $3.47. On a side note, gas as itself has actually made another significant move down in price, which will help everybody during the holidays, I believe. But with that, we'll wrap it up for today. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, to wrap up the end of the week, and we'll see where gold and silver finish up the week at. With that, every success in trading, and I hope you have a good day. See you tomorrow.